anthropology. Thank you. You ever have stage 4 cancer, and the only thing that can save you is an emergency ethnography? So I'm really interested in things about nonfiction, and these are all songs that deal with real examples of love. Who here has ever had the experience that there's somebody who you just like being around them, right? When they walk by your cubicle, maybe you get just a little bit excited, you laugh a lot at their jokes, and you notice that you probably laugh a lot more at their jokes than they laugh at your jokes. And they do not seem to have the same feelings for you. Who here has ever experienced that? Raise your hand. Yeah, it's love, that's real. As I like to say, you've just been withdrawn. So for those who don't know, Eva Braun is a German photographer for the first half of the 20th century. But she's not really known for her photography. What she's better known for is in 1929, she was on a photo shoot with a rising young German politician named Adolf Hitler, and they remained an item, a couple, for the rest of their lives. Now, some of you in the room knew who Eva Braun was, right? Here's the crazy fact. This is completely true, I shit you not. Nobody in Germany knew who Eva Braun was until after the war. Much like a boy band where they don't tell the fans that the guys might be married, that was Hitler. They wanted to make him seem more attractive, and she was kept in the shadows the whole time. So, we know her family wrote her letters and said to her, like, this is not going to end well, he's not being good to you, and she ignored them because she was in love. That's what love does to you. Now, who here has ever had the experience of maybe somebody you work with, maybe somebody who's a friend, and they seem to spend a lot of time near your cubicle, and they seem to laugh a lot at your jokes, and they want to hang out, and you don't feel the same. You don't feel the same. They're sweet on you, and you can't return their emotions. Raise your hand if you have ever experienced that. Okay, some of you are truthful, the rest of you are liars. That's real, that's love, we've all been there. As I like to say, you're not being bad, you're just being a little bit of an Adolf Hitler. Yeah! So the only time they were seen in public together was the 1936 Olympics in Berlin. Otherwise, she was kept in the shadows. She had to enter the Reich Chancellery from the back door. Completely true. We know he loved her because he would write in his letters that aside from his dog Blondie, pictured here, there was nobody else in the world that he could trust. But he did not feel the same that she did. Now, we live in a crazy world. We live in a crazy world. Can I say that somebody doesn't deserve love? Love is the only thing that can make this world a better place. I feel like if you say, this person doesn't deserve love, you're like in ISIS world. You're in Klan world. That's crazy. And say what you want about the policies of Eva Braun. And as a Jewish person, I have a lot of feelings about her policies. The 1942 tax plan was a horrible idea. But should we say she didn't deserve love? No, I can't do that. Love is the only thing that can make this world a better place. And it's in honor of Eva, and it's in honor of her broken heart, that I will now give you the ballad of Eva Braun. She know how it goes, and he'd only say no and go back to committing war crimes. Oh, we've all felt a little like Ava, trying hard to find the other person's favor. They love all alone, but in public go home. Ain't no helping cold-hearted behavior. Hey, grown, never let on what was going on in her mind. And she proposed to wait off for 1,000 times, but he was just a man. She was not in his plans. So alone out in public she died. Oh, we've all felt a little like Ava, stuck with a partner who's a diva, the kind that won't admit to love in public. Those kinds of boyfriends are evil. Don't worry, our song has a happy ending. True love is mysterious, true love is weird, true love is circuitous. True love could be your childhood sweetheart you met on the playground, you die a week apart in Florida. That's true love. True love could be the person you see every day in your commute on the C train. And you always want to go over to them and say something, and finally one day you finally get the balls, you finally get the ovaries to walk over and say something, and it blossoms. A New York miracle. That can be true love. True love comes in many forms. True love can also be the day before your murder-suicide pact. I'm sorry, the day before your joint suicide pact, when the Russians take over your bunker. Because that's what happens in that case. He says yes, they get married. That is Hitler's wedding certificate. Although we are more conservative abroad in this song, it is Ava Braun's wedding certificate. However, as you will see, that is not Ava Braun's wedding certificate. What do I mean? I will explain. This is her wedding certificate. You can find it online. It's in the Library of Congress. That must have been really fun to be the person who, deposited that in the Library of Congress, right? What do you got today? You will never guess. So we know how the day goes. Ava wakes up all excitedly, tells her secretary something big is going to happen. This is all true, I shit you not. They go before a judge where they swear that they have no non-Aryan lineage. And then they get married. Now, we know this is how Ava signs the wedding certificate. She writes Ava B. And then she crosses out the B. Because she's not Ava Braun. She's finally Ava Hitler. Because true Ava Braun when it all comes to her that final time. It was just for a day, but that was quite okay. Because true love can take its time. Yeah, it's true love. Ava Braun had true love. Oh, Ava. True love is real magnified. Oh, true love. Ava Braun had true love. True love is real magnified. Thank you very much. This next song is about an insect. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, it's just to say, not everybody's as bad as they seem at first. No, okay, that's not at all the message. That's not at all the message. My dad was a Jew who loved Holocaust humor. I can't help it. I just love that photo. Anyways, thank you. Yeah, it's about this. It's about Luna moths. Who here knows what a Luna moth is? Yeah, Luna moths are amazing. They're these big, beautiful green moths. You can see they're from the subfamily of Saturni. And they're common in the Northeast. They are nocturnal, they fly around at night. But that is not the important thing about them. The important thing about Luna moths is this. Luna moths are common, although rarely seen due to their very brief one-week adult lives. As with all Saturni, the adults do not eat or have mouths. They emerge as adults solely to mate. Holy shit! Holy shit! You think your week has been crazy? Your week has been crazy? That's a hell of a way to live. And it begs the question, am I different? Are we different? I don't know. See how desperate your Friday night goes. And it just seems like that's worthy of a song. Behind me, as I sing the Luna Moth song, you get to see Luna Moths mate. That's how we do it. The Luna moth looks lazy, but its life is rather crazy. Hatching, flying, quickly dying in just days. Those moths are made without a mouth. No way to kiss or to go south. No time to run. Time to go get laid. Guess how intense moth romance must be if each sunset they do seize but 1/7 of the sunsets. They will know. 1 week to meet, 1 week to wet, 1 week beside the lover's head, 1 week to make all the sweet moth love. They will know. Lord, let me live just like below. No matter how to stay straight and truer than those other animals with longer lives. Yes, I know, time to take for granted the sweet pheromones you planted. Yes, I like to lay between your winged thighs. Oh baby, we've no time for games, we've just a week. It's such a shame, no time to fly down, make that trip to El Salvador. Because we've won Darwin, you need, so lean back, lover, take my seed. Mating is what Luna lives are for. Oh, mating is what Luna lives are for. Thank you. This might be my last song because it's long. We will see. I don't want to make things dark or too real. But we do live in interesting times, to say the least, right? It's you can have an affair with a porn star and pay a lot of money, and that's not really news. I mean, I guess, I don't know. Should it be news? I don't know. I do know the fact it's not news is crazy, and it just doesn't seem completely right in this era to not somehow have a song which is a little bit attuned to the news at hand. So I wrote a song, I didn't exactly write it, but I like to sing it, and it's about fake news. You might be somewhat familiar with this song. If you are, you can sing along. So, that's a song by Rafi. So Rafi, famous Canadian singer. That's his best-known song off his 1980 album, Baby Beluga. Big fans of the Grateful Dead are called Deadheads. Big fans of Jimmy Buffett are called Parrotheads. Big fans of Rafi, this is from Rafi's website, are called Beluga Grads. Interesting what it says about the habitus, the social class of Rafi listeners, that his songs and his fans are typified by their education level. However, this is not a song about Rafi. This is a song about beluga whales. Yeah! And Baby Beluga paints the image of beluga whales as the model of familial bliss and domestic harmony. Nothing could be further from the truth. Nothing could be further from the truth. And tonight you are going to get the truth. Fact, not fake news. Skin, like most other cetaceans, beluga whales lack hair as adults. Unlike other cetaceans, which tend to generate and shed skin continuously, beluga whales appear to undergo a seasonal molt of the outer layer of skin. What they do is they will rub up against rocks or against shoal in order to get rid of their skin. Has anybody here ever seen somebody doing their nails on the subway, picking their nails on the subway? That's exactly what beluga whales do. That's gross. Why do we make these whales friendly? Fact, not fake news. Beluga whales may also playfully spit at humans or other whales. It is not unusual for an aquarium handler to be drenched by one of his charges. I don't know, would you want that in one of your friends? It's possible you would, and that's completely cool because it's Friday night. But in most cases, you do not want that from your friends. That's disgusting. Why would you do that? Why do we teach this as an appropriate role model to kids? No, they don't. Fact, not fake news. Anytime you have been to an aquarium and you have looked in the eyes of a beluga whale and thought that you are looking into the soul of a harmonious creature, you are not. You are looking into the eyes of a stone-cold killer because beluga whales are carnivores. Beluga whales hunt in packs of 5 or 6. What they will do is move fish to shallow waters and then go to town. As a group that large, as a gang, as a pack, they can sometimes eat entire schools of fish. Entire schools of fish. Now, all of us remember hearing about the Sandy Hook massacre. Right? A crazy person takes a gun and shoots up a whole room of kids, and we all think of it as a horrible thing. Well, guess what? That was one fucking classroom. You know what beluga whales do? Entire schools. And we ignore it because of innocent sort of songs like way out yonder where the dolphins play, where they splash and they splash all day. The waves roll in and the waves roll out. See the water swirling out of your smile. Oh, baby beluga, baby beluga, sing a little song, sing for all your friends. We'd like to hear you. That's not all. Fact, not fake news. Oh, I'm sorry. This is a beluga whale having relations, so obviously they have to have relations. These is the dirty details of beluga whales. They reach sexual maturity between 4 and 7. The average age at which females first give birth is 8.5 years. This is a society predicated on fucking 8-year-olds and impregnating them. This is beluga whales, people. This is what we've been teaching our kids. Now, history has not been kind to regulating sexuality. Typically, when we deem a sex act immoral, right, history often shows that that does not age well. Well, call me puritanical, but I do not condone, I will not stand for, I will not allow the moral fabric of the country with which I hold dear to be destroyed by a song which celebrates people who fuck 8-year-olds. Fact, not fake news. More stuff about beluga whales. Their closest relatives are narwhal whales. Narwhal whales are the ones that have those horns. They're the unicorns of the SeaWorld. They get asked for threesomes by couples all the time. However, they're not as bad as beluga whales. This is about their mating ecology. Can I show you a fact about them? Belugas had significantly larger testes relative to body size than narwhal, suggesting that they were more promiscuous than narwhal. This is beluga whales. This is what we're dealing with. sex. Have you ever seen a beluga whale use a condom? No, I have not either. So promiscuous and unwilling to wrap it up when fucking a minor are beluga whales that there's not even a fucking market for it. And we celebrate it, right? Look at this is what we teach our kids. Look at that, isn't that adorable? They're singing Baby Beluga. Look at that, look at what we teach our kids. Look at that. Do we have any sound on this?
Swim so wild and you swim so
Okay, this is what we were indoctrinating kids with in the 90s. That this was okay behavior. We have taught people to see beluga whales as cute and cuddly animals, when in fact they are child rapists who kill. And the only reason we ignore it, the only reason we have been seduced into singing about beluga whales to the use is because of sweet, adorable songs. When it's dark and you're home and fed, all tucked into your waterbed, the moon is shining, the stars are out. Good night, little whale, good night. Oh, baby beluga, with tomorrow's sun and all the days begun, you'll soon be waking. I realize a lot of what I say here tonight has been somewhat shocking. I don't want to sound like a fucking nutcase, but I'm just giving you facts. I am not bringing up the fact that Rafi is Canadian and not American. Fact, not fake news. On September 10th, 2001, 10 men checked themselves into the Boston Sharks Hotel, seen behind me. Their ringleader, Muhammad Atta. The next day, they will give themselves up in an attack that changed American history. Fact, not fake news. On September 10th, a beluga whale by the name of Muhammad al-Habri, a beluga whale from the Pashtun region of Afghanistan, checks himself into the same Boston County Hotel. Fact, not fake news. We know some of the men stayed in room 705. We know the other half of the men stayed in room 706. Guess what? Guess what? You got it, beluga whale, 707. We know that on the morning of September 11th, Muhammad al-Habri beluga whale places a bunch of phone calls to Afghanistan and to Pakistan. The contents have never been released to the public. Oh, you're looking at me like that's crazy? Well, guess what? Beluga whales can communicate. Beluga whale learns to speak dolphin after moving in with them. That seems pretty hard. Oh, you say, dolphins aren't human, you say. Fuck you! Talking whale could imitate human voice. Suddenly this is seeming a little bit more realistic. And the problem is with fake news is it's right in front of you and it's hard to see what's happening. It's hard to be perceptive and see past the lies. You take it for granted. If you were to Google beluga whale, Muhammad, 9/11, you will not find any information about this. Wake up, sheeple. It's also not entirely true. If you Google beluga whale, Muhammad, 9/11, this is what you find. And the only reason we ignore it, the only reason we persist in these lies, is because of seductive songs like Baby Beluga in the Deep Blue Sea.
Go to nerdnite.com to find a Nerd Night event near you. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for our latest presentation.